Hey guys, and welcome to Numi World. Everything you need to know about hiking, from hiking gear reviews to hiking trail reviews to hiking tips. And any other questions that you might leave in the comments, I'll try to answer them. Today's topic is for the people who would like to start hiking but never did, the so-called couch hikers who enjoy watching YouTube videos and Instagram reels showing nice, beautiful places up top in the mountains or somewhere in the wilderness, but never got themselves to do it, but would love to. So I'm here today to share my tips and ideas how you can move away from couch and TV hiking to actually going on those adventures yourself. So the key point that majority of you probably have is unknown. How to start? Do I need all the expensive gear? How to plan my trip? How strong I have to be to actually go on a day hike or multi-day hike. However, the key point to start a hike is keeping a barrier low and the initial hikes easy and short. So if you are a couch hiker that wants to do a hike, the best place to start hiking is either in a local park that is near your home or in your neighborhood. This allows you to build your footwork, to build up endurance, test new gear. The key point here is to keeping the barrier to hiking as low as possible, because you need to build that desire to go out hiking. So 1 or 2 hikes a week in a local park is a perfect place to start. Now, if by any chance you do not live somewhere near the park, or the neighborhood that you would be hiking is not very aesthetic or nice to go hiking and lots of cars are driving, there's always internet where you can Google nearby trails that are in a short distance from your home. Usually in those trail descriptions you can find elevation gains, length of the trail, difficulties of these trails. Or you can always look for guidebooks, or if you have hiking friends, ask them to share with you their really easy ones, trails that are near your home. So this way you keep the low barrier of hiking. You do 1 or 2 kilometers or 3 kilometers, depends on your endurance, hiking trails back and forth for a day, and you're set. This is the places that I would suggest going and searching for the trail. Now, before you go on a hike, before you start planning, it's key that you think about these few things: the distance that you can hike, your endurance level, your physical fitness level, the trail difficulty, the time of the year that you are going, so it's snow, raining, etc., time that you have available. So if you have 2 hours or 3 hours available, you probably don't want to hike for 10 kilometers because you're not going to make it. And also logistics. The best trails at the start is where you start and finish in the same spot, so you don't need to think about logistics of how to get back to your car or take a bus or ask a friend to pick you up from the end of the trail. You can always go back to the beginning of the trail, get into your car and go home. So these kind of trails would be at the start the best for you. Now, if you can, I suggest finding a hiking buddy, one of your friends, and if for some reason the friends don't want to do hiking, you can always join groups, local Facebook groups that do weekly hikes. This way you will expand your own social network, and at the same time you will have friends or colleagues, hiking colleagues, who will go hiking with you on a weekly basis. It will be more enjoyable because you'll be spending time on the trail in the company, more safer, the same way in case something happens, like twisting your ankle by stepping on a rock, or it will encourage you to keep going on a hike every week because you'll have someone who always will push you to do it, or the other way, you will be pushing others to go on a hike. Now, the question of, do you need some fancy, most expensive, top of the line gear when you're starting out? No. The key components of a good gear for a starter that doesn't break the bank and doesn't require heavy investments are shoes that are comfortable. I would suggest getting trail runners. These shoes will allow you to exploit them not only for hiking, but if you go on other sports. A backpack and comfortable pants basically. And of course it's important to have a sport t-shirt and a backpack, as I mentioned before, where you keep all your food, snacks and drinks while hiking. The backpack can be simple enough if it's not going to be heavy. So maybe something that you have in-house laying out, or you can go and buy a simple backpack that has a clip over your chest for comfort when hiking. The shoes also, I wouldn't suggest buying them online unless you know your size pretty well and you have bought them previously, because when buying the shoes, I find it, for me, very difficult to get the correct size. So the clothes that you're going to be wearing and the gear that you need to start hiking is not going to be super expensive. Most probably you already have 99% of the gear in home lying down somewhere. As with anything, safety while hiking is paramount, especially when you're starting out. So if you're gonna go alone on a trail or even with a buddy, it's always prudent to leave a trail map and the details of your hike with a friend, parents, or whoever you trust the most. So in case you don't check in with them after the hike, he would try and reach out to you, or if needed be, worst case scenario, call the park rangers or police, to start searching for you. And make sure you pay attention to the surroundings. It's very important, in my own experience. Don't take pictures of the trail while walking and not looking under your foot, because you can easily step on a rock and sprain your ankle. Also, make sure you're aware of all potential poisonous plants, animals, and wildlife that is in the region where you are hiking. Make sure you have your paper map with you in case GPS breaks down. You have a paper map that you can fall back onto, and of course know how to read it. And stay on the trail, especially in the beginnings, so you wouldn't get lost and wouldn't know how to move back home. So these are the key safety tips for while going on a hike. And bring plenty of water. Remember, hiking is not a race or a competition. It is an experience. It's your experience. So when you're tired, take a rest, enjoy the sceneries, and then enjoy the hike itself. It is your adventure. It's up to you how hard you want to make it or how easy it can be. It's all in your planning. It's in all your own decision. The goal, at least for me personally in hiking, is to experience the nature around me, the views, and to have an adventure that is fulfilling for me. I hope this short hiking guide for the beginners or couch hikers helped you and you will join us on the trails. I'll see you in the next video whenever it comes out. Subscribe to our channels, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook groups. You'll find all them below under the video, and see you on the trails.